It's crazy, right? Because when it comes to Jasmine, the things that she says, this woman just cannot be for real in any shape or form. And to be fair, when she said what she said here, let's check out some of the comments that I actually put underneath this post itself in particular. Because I know a lot of people did not have, let's just say, much sympathy towards the word that Jasmine does deliver here. And as you can see, some people came out and said she never loved Matt. Gary's who's coming in the live chat right now said she even said to Gino she never wanted to be with Matt. You're not lying, Gary, in any shape or form. That means she has found another way to support herself. Either she's got Matt on the hook or Gino for amount of child support that she knows she can sustain her lifestyle, not just the babies. And maybe has another guy lined up. She just uses people. And to be fair, that one itself was a very, very, very good point. You know what I mean? So many comments came in, to be honest with you, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, bear in mind, folks, please always check out every single day. Okay, there'll be a day that I will always post certain things on the YouTube post, so we can obviously then talk about when it comes to our live streams, as well as also talking about here. So shout out to you guys for making those comments. Let's see what's going on right now. Christine, how are you doing? Hope you're well. Hope you're good. Let's have a look. So as you can see, Amanda came out and said, first of all, her and Matt never were never in a relationship. They were just F buddies. Plain and simple. Jasmine doesn't know the meaning of the word relationship. For her, a relationship is just screwing guys and not building a serious emotional connection before engaging into intimacy with a man. In her delusional head of hers, she actually thinks she had a relationship with Matt. Once again, we find ourselves with Jasmine contradicting herself. First, she stated on multiple occasions during the 90-Day Fiance show that her and Matt were not a couple. And now she's declaring online that she broke up with him. Girl, get your therapy and intensive therapy. It saddens me how an innocent child was dragged into this chaotic life, and she has two unstable parents. Matt is immature. All he does is screw around and use women, and Jasmine a complete nutcase. Matt should file for sole custody of their daughter and kick Jasmine out of the apartment. Did I also mention how Jasmine is a terrific scam artist? She wants to keep the apartment after Matt got everything for her. Amanda did not waste time with this comment itself, to be fair with you, did not waste time in any shape or form, you know. Let's see what's going on here right now in the live chat. I like Jasmine, but she's always changed her mind. Why you like Jasmine, I have no idea. I'll never understand. I don't think I want to understand, to be honest with you. Jasmine pulled this the same week he bought $1 million home. Oh, because obviously they'd bought a home, hadn't they? Yes, that is a very good point. All of this was very convenient to happen around the same time. They just obviously got themselves a home as well, which was quite fascinating, okay? Now, also on top of that, if we just go back a little bit here and we go into some of the other stories that I also provided for you lovely folks, as you can see here. Now, this one here is Jasmine pretty much, you know, speaking on the fact that she is not going to be a part of the last resort, that her current controversy with her and Matt has nothing to do with them trying to get on the last resort. But before we get into that one, hold on a minute, we got ourselves a cheeky little super chat. Thank you so much, Gary, for the super chat. Santa dropped you a gift. Ho, 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 ho. I'm not going to lie to you, though. Why couldn't it have been Miss Santa instead, if you know what I mean? You only do be able to, but no, thank you so much for that. I very much appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. I hope Matt marries the Romanian woman and enjoys a genuine relationship. I don't think that Romanian woman is even in the picture anymore. I mean, to be fair, we don't even know if she was ever in the picture, because this is something that we heard in the show, but we've never really seen who she is. But I can imagine that she's definitely out of the picture now, if you know what I mean. Now, of course, in this one here, Jasmine responds to this whole thing by saying, I read similar comments so many times. The only reason in the second season there was not a married couple was because of the last minute stuff. That's all I can share. Please read my response to this kind of comments, because I'm not going to repeat it again. Good night, you all. Now, of course, this person, Shannon, comes in and says she's not working it out because she doesn't want to. Complete clout chaser and wanting to bag a spot on the last resort. Jasmine says, let me get this very clear. The last resort is for married couples. Matt and I are not even engaged. I'm actually single, going through a divorce. We have nothing. Now, hold on a minute. I'm just clicking real quick. We have nothing to do in that show. Stop repeating things you don't know. See, the only thing is Jasmine's actually lying here, because remember the first season of The Last Resort, we had Kelly and Molly. Kelly and Molly wasn't even married neither. Their relationship, they wasn't even in a relationship when they were on the show. Do you see what I mean? They're already done. And okay, Ari and Binneman, maybe they were still married on paper, but their relationship was already done as well. Sophie and Rob, fair enough, they were married on paper, but their relationship was already done as well. There's a lot of couples that came on that show who were already separated, you know? So, to be fair, she can talk about all this mumbo jumbo, but all that mumbo jumbo doesn't mean a goddamn single thing because, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, there's been couples that have come on the show who I'm pretty sure Kelly and Molly, did Kelly and Molly did they even ever get married, to be fair with you? So there's even that evidence as well. So she's just talking a whole bunch of wishy-washy. She's doing what she's doing best. She's trying to divert, obviously the point to somewhere else. Because that's something that she's very good at doing. Thank you for the super chat, or should I say super sticker there, Tiffers. Thank you very much appreciated, Tiffers. Thank you so much. Might all be fake. I mean, listen, this all could easily be fake just to create some controversy, just to bring some drama towards her page, you know what I mean? Because this is something that she would do without a shadow of a doubt. Oh yeah, Natalie and Josh, there we go. Yes, Kelly and Molly were never married, and Natalie and Josh were never married as well. Thank you so much for that on Wendy and Tiffers. See, confirming that as well. So the fact that she's saying this is absolutely ridiculous. So to be fair, they may still actually be trying to get on the last resort because they don't have to marry to do that. And in fact, Natalie and Josh have never even been in an actual exclusive relationship. Let's just let that sink in. Okay, so there's also that part too. So that's how we know she's just talking a bunch of waffle, because deflection is what she does. Trying to move us away from the point is what she does. Now, of course, on top of that, as you can see here, is Jasmine admitting she used Matt for a home and a anchor baby because she decided to post from homelessness to having a home. Thanks for my daughter Matilda. She's my angel. Now, of course, the reason why I actually titled this question the way I did is simply because, well, she doesn't mention Matt in any type of form. All she mentions is a home and the baby. That's it, nothing else but that. But let's see what people had to say in the chat itself here. Now, for people coming to the live stream as we're speaking, please make sure you are liking the video. That would be very much appreciated. And anyone watching this right now, obviously offline, please do make sure you are also liking and subscribing as well. And just a quick reminder, guys, obviously, be checking pretty much every day where I will be posting more things on my YouTube stories, YouTube posts, whatever. So you guys can always get a comment as well, and then obviously we can talk about those things in our live streams, and even in the uploads as well. Now, as you can see, she forgot how to be a scammer. Not supposed to actually reveal the details of your scam. I mean, listen, where is the lie? She 100% used Matt to stay in this country. She definitely poked holes in his hats. Ooh, okay. Now this one's an interesting one, but I've never heard this one before, to be fair. So this person is pretty much saying that Jasmine provided the protection that was used, and that's how she got pregnant. Because remember, she said that they would have intimacy in the shower, and it broke in the shower. But who's to say it wasn't pre-broken before that? So to be fair, you never know. You never know. Come on now. But listen, everyone in the chat right now, let's get lively. Let's get lively, okay? Because some of you guys aren't getting active enough. I know it's Christmas Eve and all that, but come on now. Let's all get active. Let's all get the party going. The funny thing is, Jasmine thinks she is fooling everyone. See that part? She ain't fooling a single soul. She is not fooling a single soul. Especially, well, she ain't fooling me. I can tell you that much. So this is obviously the situation that's gone down with Jasmine, obviously this week. But now we're going to get into the YouTube Shorts regarding obviously what Matt's had to say in the last couple of days regarding the fact that obviously he has been made pretty much in a nutshell homeless, okay? But to be fair, Jasmine does start off the party with this one, so we'll get into this one in a second. So we've got another super chat here. Thank you so much, Miss Charlie Steen. Thank you so much for the super chat. Merry Christmas to yourself. Or should I say Merry Christmas Eve to yourself, okay? And then tomorrow will be obviously Christmas Day, so thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. My fellow Brit. Let's have a look here. I wonder if they sat down and planned a strategy on how to stay in the 90-day franchise. Listen, Wendy, that's not a bad shout. That's not a bad shout at all, because there is a chance that maybe these two are doing this just to stay relevant. It's an easy point, and to be fair, let's not forget, all of these things are being posted predominantly just on Facebook. And from what I understand, when she first opened her Facebook page, she was posting a lot of things about Gino to just get more numbers and more attention towards her Facebook page. So who knows? Maybe all of this is going on with Jasmine and Matt. Maybe it's just to bring up the numbers on Facebook, There is that potential chance. You never know. You never ever know, because Jasmine's always doing something. Look at it this way, right? Let's just say, for example, everything that has happened with Matt and Jasmine so far has been a plan to grow their Facebook, to get more money. All of it is just a scam, blah, 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 blah. Shouldn't this then cause concern to Matt? Because in Matt's eyes, he should be like, damn, this woman is more than happy to go to certain lengths to gain more followers for clout. Can this person be trusted? And you know what though? As we go through these videos in a second, I feel like there's more questions that can also be asked as well in terms of, can Jasmine be trusted if I was in Matt's position? Even if I was in on the act. My theory is that Matt is parked out in their driveway. He probably is, to be honest with you. Blessings to everyone. Pink Moments, welcome to the stream. Hope you're good too. What's going on, Renee? Hope you're well yourself. Peace to yourself. Let's have a look here. Jasmine and Matt thing is a lie. The social media content are obviously filmed on the same location, with one filming the other stuff. They're auditioning for the retreat. I mean, listen, Spicy. I'm not even going to contest that, because you could be speaking levels. I don't feel sorry for Matt. He knew what she was like. He even said that from the start. He even said that he even said from the start he liked the drama. That is very true. All right, let's have a look at what Jasmine had to say.
It's very easy to have an opinion about other people's life because you're an spectator. You are not in that situation. And a lot of the time you feel like, oh, you have all the answer and it's so simple, until you actually have to deal with those problems, with those situations. So yeah, I receive a lot of comments, people telling me what to do, what not to do. They have no idea. They have no idea.
I think to be honest, I think the problem is that we do have an idea. The idea is that you're probably making all of this up. But let me move on to the next one. Her fake calm voice freaks me out. I mean, listen, honestly, I find it so jarring. I find it so what's the word I'm looking for here? When somebody's using a fake voice. Oh, what did he use? Oh, what's that word? Is it antagonizing? Yeah, it's antagonizing, right? I think that's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. I think that's the word. But let me get into this one here. This is obviously Matt's first video about him being homeless.
Jesus Christ. Sleeping in a freaking tow truck. I guess it's better than spending money on a hotel though. Man. When this girl gets pissed, I swear, you can't get along with her. What a nightmare. Lord help me. Jesus Christ.
So here's the thing, you know, when you are... Actually, you know what? Let me get into the next one before I speak, to be fair.
But that's good. Like, have you
Not gonna take it anymore. I tried to go home yesterday, and tonight last night I stayed at a hotel. So, whatever. I try to go home, I try to get along with Jazz, but it just doesn't work out. I don't know. When she's in a mood, she's not getting over it. So whatever. Another day. Day number 4, I haven't seen Tildy eating my Chipotle in my car, man. And one day I'm telling you, Jasmine is gonna take that kid from me, and I'm never gonna see my baby again. Because we fight and they get so bad, like, I know how she is when she gets angry, man. When she takes that kid and we go to court and I have to fight her for the kid. One day I'm not gonna be able to see that kid no more. Because a child was somebody I don't get along with, man. Yeah, I love her so more than I love everything, man. I love Tilly so much. That's the only thing I love. I love that baby more than I love myself. Yeah, I don't want nothing to happen until they either, man, when she was Jasmine. Man, this shit I get myself into in life. God help me, man. I always make the dumbest decisions in the world. That woman never let me. She'll never let me have that kid even if we ever broke up.
All right, boom. So, let me read what you folks are saying in the live chat real quick before I even give you my thoughts and opinions on the situation here. Let's have a look here. So, there was a post on Matt's Facebook saying he's not home, but asking what to do with Matilda's hair, whether to cut it. Sounded like she posted it. To be fair, that does sound like more of a post that Jasmine would post than him. To be fair, clown circus show. Oh my god, let's have a look here. Right, let's just. Oh god, here we go. What am I doing with my life? Here we go. So, people always have an opinion about you, especially when you blast your whole life on social media. Dun dun dun. Exactly. So embarrassing. Poor Matt. She's putting him through hell and back. Matt, at least you get to sleep without the cornhead nagging you. Savage. You know it's bad when a man would rather sleep in his truck than share a roof with his partner. That part. Matt doesn't need to tell us about Jasmine's mood. We've been seeing them for a lot longer than he has. Exactly. Now, let's just go back to the point here where, let's go back to the perspective of this is all fake. They're doing this all for drama, all for clout, all that kind of stuff. The maddest thing about it is that if I'm Matt and I know that I'm doing all this for clout, would I then not sit there one day and be like, huh? Is this what my life is? Is this what my life is about now? Am I with somebody that only cares about clout? Am I with somebody that only cares about social media? Am I with someone that's gonna lie to the point where it's gonna make me look bad? Because the whole story behind him and her, in reality, he's looking just as bad as her, if not worse. She's looking like the woman who used the man to stay in America and then got an anchor baby out of it, and then he's looking like the clown that knew this was all going to happen but still allowed it to happen. Then some. To be fair with you, whether this situation with Jasmine and Matt, whether it's real or fake, if I'm Matt, I'm still going to have massive concerns. The fact that he doesn't have massive concerns really goes back to what we've always said. He's nothing but a massive simp. And to be fair, let's not forget, he is an actor. And to be fair, a very terrible one at that. I do wonder if he filmed it in the dark because he knew that his tears wasn't really going to come out. So he was like, to act out properly, let me just be in the dark so nobody can see my crocodile tears. Oh my days. Matt has the fake crocodile tears down. Yep, yes, he does. Oh my god, so dramatic. All I see is bad acting, which is why he never made it he made it far with it. Exactly. Let's not forget, he's an actor. What is iconic? So what is ironic? When she was cheating on Gino, he took her in, and now she put him on the streets. Don't believe it. Very, very true. But let's be real though. Let's just say this stuff is real. The fact that she cheated on Gino with him and all that kind of stuff, well then, should this surprise him that this is the way she's going to behave when things aren't going in her favor? But she has to understand and put it into perspective that if these two generally have an actual argument, this is what she would do to him. If this is fake, this is still the reality of how she would treat him. He needs to remember that. And the kids is why you shouldn't involve a third person in a relationship. Now, here's the thing. Let's talk about the kid part, because the kid part is very frustrating because Jasmine all over Facebook, she is legit monetizing the hell out of her child. And it is nothing but disgusting. I don't like the fact that her child is always active on their Facebook page, because there isn't a day that goes by where she doesn't not post Matilda. And for me, I find it very, very, look, let me show you. Okay, so you can see already right here. Okay, all over her page, right? Look, Matilda. Then we go through some of the posts here. We're just waiting for a bizarre repetition again. Matilda yesterday. Look how many Matilda posts they are. Again, another one here, which is I'm pretty sure relatable to Matilda in some format. Matilda again. There was one that I really didn't like. Which one is it? It's not that one. This is the one. Like, why are you showing it? Why are you showing this? Do you know what this felt like? This felt like one of those things where she's like promoting her OF account on a low key, but then also doing some there's everything wrong with this, in my opinion. I don't like this. You know, this is somebody that we know that she's more than happy to sell her body online, but the fact that she's also going to sell her body whilst her baby is. But let's not forget, many people in this world have weird kinks, folks, weird kinks. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was somebody who went past her page and thought, oh, baby, ooh. Like, what lengths, and the fact that Matt is comfortable being with somebody that is more than comfortable to expose their child like this? Huh? Come on, mess me with the BS. Mess me with the BS. Now, don't get me wrong, I was originally going to post that picture on my YouTube post. But the reason why I didn't post it on the YouTube post is because really and truly, I just didn't want to post a picture of it. I don't really want to be posting pictures of babies, first and foremost, or kids in general. That was number one. But don't get me wrong, I could have obviously blurred out the baby's face, which, to be fair, if I ever needed to post anything that does involve a child being in it, I will always cover the baby, right? But for me, it was. But do I still want to post something showing a baby sucking on a nipple? Like, you know what I mean? If I went past someone's page and I saw they posted this, I would be like, what is wrong with you? You're a creep. Like, what the hell is going on here? But yeah, no, it's so wrong. It's so wrong. There's so many things happening right now with Jasmine that's just disgusting and not right in my opinion. But let's see what you guys are saying here. Child exploitation. Tell me about it. I follow her and she floods my feed. Tricky Vicky, come on now. Shout out to you all the way from South Africa, my neighbor. I agree. I know best freedom is beautiful, but this is bizarre. And to take the photo, exactly that. That's really wrong. Having her baby on Facebook like that all the time. Listen, folks, I saw an advert. I know some people call it commercials in America or wherever else you are, but we call it a TV advert. I saw one, and there's one here in the UK. It was filmed in Ireland, and there's a mum, a daughter, and a father. And then when they're walking through the streets to the shop to activities, random adults, men and women, are saying to the little girl. Now, random adults who the kid doesn't even know, the parents don't even know, are saying, I think in the advert, then the girl's name is Molly or something like that. They're like, oh, Molly, I hope you can have a good day today going to karate. Oh, Molly, I hope your dad's going to come pick you up today on time. Hey, Molly, I hope your mum... And the whole idea of it was basically saying that parents that post their kids' activities online are basically introducing their kids to strangers, because it was showing that there's people around them that know their child, but their child doesn't know them, and nor do they know their child. But everybody knows their child, but their child's always been exploited online. Do you see what I'm saying? I hope that made sense, because I don't feel like I explained that very well personally, but I hope that made sense. But this is what Jasmine's doing right now with this, because, boy, Matilda, when she starts going to school and all that kind of stuff, there's going to be kids who may already know who she is, parents who may already know who she is. That's not comfortable. And Jasmine, it's not like she's like an A-class celebrity. Do you know what I mean? It's not like she's living in this world where she's like a Kim K or whatever, or where you can send your kids to schools where everybody's already like at a certain status quo or whatever. Nah, like, your kid's gonna just go to, come on, just advertise them so someone can adopt them. Do you know what's so fun? Do you know what's so actually crazy about that statement you just said? They just advertise them so somebody can adopt them. Abduct them. Abduct them. I don't know why it feels like I'm not saying it right, but I know I am. I don't know if anybody who's from the UK will know this name, Lee Evans. Lee Evans is a comedian in the UK, okay? Definitely one of the best British comedians to come out of the UK, right? And he had a comedy sketch that he made years and years ago, but I think he's retired now anyway. And he did this thing where he says that each time celebrities show off their houses in magazines, a magazine is basically a shopping catalogue for thieves. Okay, let this sink in, because, for example, to be fair, before online was a thing back in the day, obviously here we got Argos. I can imagine in America you got maybe a Target or whatever, and you get the brochure, you get the big catalog with all the toys and all the things that you wanted to obviously want to buy, and you show your kids this and that. So there was one where what do you call it? Lee Evans makes a joke about how for the ordinary people we go to Argos catalog to choose something that we want. But for thieves, they go to magazines that show off celebrities' homes. So let's just put this out here, right? when you're looking at this situation here, people like Jasmine are literally showing sick people who are online searching for kids who they can. You get the picture, right? I hope you get the picture. I'm gonna stop it there. Yeah, no, it's all messed up. It's all messed up. We calling commercials here, and she would be like mum that exploit her kids, as well as the plenty of the PDF files online. There you go. My favorite content creators would block their kids' faces. There we go. She is also begging for people to vote for her daughter, to vote for her as the cutest bae online competition. She is going to be a pageant mom. I'm telling you about it. I did not put anything online. That's how it should be. That's how Marlon Wayne's house got broken into. There we go. Yes, just Google map locations. It's nuts. What about the chick that showed up at someone's job 3 hours away to confront him? Can you imagine that, folks? Can we just imagine that right now, okay? Do we even know why Jasmine didn't have her kids back in her country? Come on now, there's also that part, isn't it, Miss Optimistic? Welcome to the stream, by the way. So, these are the situations. But listen, when it comes to Matt and Jasmine, like whether or not their story, whether or not this whole drama is real or not, it still has a lot of red flags that have to be spoken about. And this is one of those things. But you know what, though? We're going to leave it there, though, with Jasmine and Matt. And now we're going to move on to the next part of the live stream.